而家要陪朋友做瑜伽，我隔離都係朋友。開始啦係。咁網上有好多啲咁嘅瑜伽 channel 啦。
This is a great practice to do at the
15
end
分
of the day
鐘。
or even before going to bed at night, just to get rid of any tension you might have.
做咩有個磚
There's
頭咧？
no strength required in this practice, so we want to
邊
make
條
it
心話有
really
個磚頭？
passive and very
唔係做唔掂
relaxing.
或者做得好攰，我
Very
哋聽死
relaxing.
咯。
Supported fish
Very
pose, which
relaxing, I
needs
don't
to
think so
relax.
咯。
However, you can just do reclined butterfly at home if you don't have any props handy. So it's the only pose that needs blocks. If you don't have any, don't worry, you can still do this class. You would just do it laying flat on the floor instead of laying on blocks. But if you have one, you can ease your way into your supported fish pose.
What?
First block goes in between the shoulder blades, so it's underneath your upper back. And then the second block goes underneath the back of your head. And you can choose which height you want to use. I really like mid-level. Soles of the feet can come together, knees apart. So remember, if you don't have any blocks at home, you can just do reclined butterfly laying flat on the floor. And you can choose where you want to bring your arms if you're looking for a big stretch through your shoulders and reaching them up overhead would feel really nice. But just notice if it's too much, if it feels like pinching. Sometimes it can restrict blood flow to the hands, which we don't want. So take a few breaths to settle yourself.
我再捱多啲，我真係 settle 唔到啊，大佬。
You might close your eyes.
哇！上面好殘下啦，我有幾多眼射燈射住啊？嗰邊9盞。
And focusing a little bit more on our breath.
呢度10盞，哇！19盞射燈，我唔止喎，嗰度仲有6盞。
technique, which I really love at the end of the
所以
day.
解釋到點解我要
So you want to inhale for a count of 4, and then hold your breath for a count of 4, and exhale for that same count of 4. So very simple, all in and out through the nose. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going for a few more cycles on your own. Notice if you're tensing up your facial muscles or your shoulders. Just try to relax. Taking about 3 more rounds.
What? 仲有3個。
4 counts to inhale. 4 counts
之後如果起身瞓捩頸都冇咁。
4 counts to exhale. So from here, we'll come into a seated butterfly forward fold. So your legs can stay as they are, but we're going to make our way off of the blocks. Just tucking chin to the chest. And you can push your arms to the floor and lift on up. So instead of folding straight forward like what we normally do, we'll add a little bit of a side bend. So reach your fingers out in front of you as much as you can, and then crawl your hands over to the left. Reach out to the right fingertips, and then let yourself fold and soften. Don't worry about having a flat back here. Let yourself round if that feels good. Let your head be heavy.
我細個壓唔到喎，佢隻腳又唔 bend 喎，我當 bend 係。
Relax your belly fully. No tension here.
我俾辣就裂開。
crawl your fingertips back through to center, and we'll go to the other side. So walk your hands over towards the right. Reach out a little more through that left arm before relaxing into the fold. You might notice that you feel this more on one side than the other. It's completely normal. Bring your hands back through to center. Walk them back in. So you lift chest back up. You might use your hands to bring your knees in towards one another. Go ahead and straighten the legs. Any little movements here that feel good. If you have your blocks behind you, just move them off to the side. We'll come into a tabletop pose on hands and knees. Palms under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Cat and cow. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, round and contract. 2 more here with your breath. Really stretch. Hold the heart open. Exhale. Find length along the spine. Last one. Coming back to neutral, thread the needle, right arm extends up, and thread that arm underneath you, shoulder and ear, lowering to the floor. I like to bring my left arm up overhead, pushing into the fingertips. And see if you can bring your hips a little bit more over towards the right, so they're staying directly over your knees. And slide your left hand back in, press back. Tabletop pose, we'll go to the other side. Left arm rises. Thread it through, shoulder and ear to the floor. Maybe extending your right arm up overhead. And this time notice if your hips have swayed to the right.
度咧聽到嗰啲啊咁嘅聲咧，哇！千軍萬馬嚟緊呢度，我哋快啲走啊！就呢啲 pose 啊。
Neutral breath here, just inhaling and exhaling through your nose in a rhythm that feels suitable for you.
或者俾人打到瞓咗喺地下就係咁。呢個世界唔係拳頭大就可以恰人嘅，知唔知啊？
And sliding that right hand back, tabletop pose, lowering into Sphinx, come down, forearms out in front of you, and find as much lift through your chest and your heart as you can here, rolling your shoulders back, broadening through the collarbones. And you might need to push a little bit into your pubic bone to lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. So there's no pain in your low back, no compression. And let's release and just roll over onto your back from where you are. Cross your right thigh. So this is reclined knee pile. We're trying to stack one knee over the other, or reclined shoelace as some people call it. And you can reach, maybe holding on just to your knees as you pull them in, or you might be able to slide your hands down towards your ankles and towards your feet, trying to widen your feet away from one another. Pulling everything down, stretching into your hips. And release, take a little happy baby pose before we go and do that to the other side.
我哋咁樣搞個 baby 仲 happy。
Stacking ankles on top of the knees. Feet are flexed. And recline shoelace on the other side. Cross your left thigh over your right one. Hold on to whatever is accessible to you as you pull it in.
我諗而家就係最一半。
One last time back into your happy baby pose.
Steady baby pose.
And we'll make our way to Shavasana. Palms facing up to the sky. Take up some space with your arms and your legs. And this time, instead of going back to the 4-4-4 breath, we're going to try to do 4-4-8. And if that's too much for you, just go back to that first variation, 4-4-4. But otherwise, we're going to inhale for 4, hold your breath for 4, and try to exhale for a count of 8. So a longer exhale will really help to promote sleep and relaxation. So I'll count you in for the first 2, and then you'll be able to do a few rounds on your own before we'll close our practice. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep going for a few more rounds on your own.
我之前咧去 check 肺功能咧，有個喉咁樣吸住你個喉，然之後你就吸氣，呼氣，跟住之後用力，咁然之後嗰度有個圖俾你吹蠟燭咁樣，咁又係類似咁，跟住咧去到冇晒氣，跟住佢就話俾你聽，喂 check 唔到啊，再嚟個啊咁啊。
Where you inhale for 4, hold for 4, and try to exhale for 8. And once you're done with that cycle, let yourself come to a natural breath rhythm. So no control here, just breathe.
成個5蚊銀咁大嘅，
In an intuitive way.
啲氣會消散晒㗎嘛，大佬。
Giving yourself a few last moments here in Shavasana.
要生日玩呢啲咁嘅肺功能，真係想死。吹蠟燭吹斷咗氣嗰個，跟住叫人工呼吸，用得最醜樣嗰個，女人工呼吸，跟住嚇翻醒你。呢啲咁嘅事係最好一日放幾多屁？點樣放屁啊？
And start to deepen your breath so that we can wake up a little bit. Wiggle through your extremities.
真係好靜喎，
And maybe stretch your arms up overhead, lengthening everything out.
係啊！
You can turn to one side, lift up.
我睇唔到佢啊！
Seated pose. Find some length along your spine. Roll your shoulders back. We'll close this practice with one chant of Om. We inhale to chant. Big breath in.
สวัสดีครับ
Namaste. Thank you so much.
完啦，好攰啊！我真係15分鐘嘅變態啊！